Hello, Denise.
Hello, my dear Danny. How are you?
I'm good, sis. How are you?
I'm good.
We have not spoken since our
Oh,
birthdays.
I know, right? Well, yeah, you were in Mount Shasta and I was really busy, and then I lost track of time, and then we didn't get together when I was supposed to because,
It's all your fault.
yeah, was it, something because 4th of July, that's what happened. It's 4th of
Oh, you're
July.
blaming it on the 4th of July, really?
Well, that was our first Monday to get together, and we opted out of that. And then I screwed up my schedule for the whole month of July. That totally messed us up. So, but we're here now.
We're here now.
We're here
Thank
now,
you,
3 weeks late.
Yeah, and thank you, everybody, for joining. This is Denise with Spiritual Growth, Tarot, and Astrology. Did you change your name?
You know what? I didn't change my channel name. I just added it in there. I just say,
Okay.
I just say whatever I want. But can you imagine how long can you imagine how long like your Gmail address would be if it was like,
Oh, I know.
Spiritual Growth Tarot at Gmail is like way too much already.
I know. And mine would be bathrobe tarot along with pajama tarot along with
Put your curlers in.
curler tarot.
Yeah.
So we got some things to talk about.
Oh, do we?
So before we go there, because I'm fascinated with astrology, although I know nothing about it, what astrological things are happening in layperson's terms?
Okay. So the next thing that's coming up is the Leo new moon on Thursday. I think it's Thursday. 28th is 28th. Yeah, Thursday, 5 degrees Leo. So wherever that is in a person's chart, I'd have to look at yours to see. I know you're like one house over from me. I think it's in your 3rd. Anyway, wherever the new moon is landing in your chart, even if it's not, even if you don't know your chart at all, new moons are, good for intentions. So you set your intentions, and maybe if it's something you've been working on or it's something really easy and simple, it might be that by the full moon it manifests.
Okay.
Depends on what it is that you want. But Leo, it's all about self-expression, creative self-expression, opening your heart. As long as you don't get into the arrogance or the my will and my way kind of a thing, like some people we know that have Mars in Leo on their ascendant. His name rhymes with flump.
I'm trying to think, who could that be?
Who could that be? Who could that be?
So
the other big thing is we have Uranus conjunct Mars conjunct the North Node all together happening July 31st, August 1st, all exact at 18 degrees Taurus. So that's intense. That's something we can read on you if you want, because I haven't done it astrologically. I've done it. I haven't used any cards on it. I've just done the major reading on what it is, and then and that's uploaded, and then I did it through all the houses for people. Like if you know what house it's landing in your chart, then I showed the areas that it could be, because Uranus is great for waking up and enlightenment and getting yourself out of a box, and
I had a hard time waking up today.
Yeah, I did too.
So I need some of that Uranus.
Right. Yeah, and Mars. Yeah, Mars will go, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Mars will make you go. Except it's in Taurus, so it's a little slower,
Okay. So you want to read on that first, and then we'll get into some politics?
Yeah, we could do that just to see like what might be happening politically, because that I didn't focus on that. I focused on, just for personal. So for political, what might we see?
All right. So what you have to formulate this question, because
okay. So what might we see by August 1st politically, and maybe even in Washington DC, because when I put the transit in the Washington DC location, we put Pluto right on the ascendant.
Okay, so there's like a bunch of planets lining up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, it's like, let me see if I can, hold on. Yeah, here you go. So,
Oh, that makes sense.
right, right, right here, right there,
Oh, okay.
right there, see that line up there?
Yeah.
And it's, the last time it happened was 2,300 years ago, like during Alexander the Great time. When
I
it's like,
remember that.
you do?
Oh, I tell you, it was crazy then.
Wasn't it just gnarly, man, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, but anyway, I mean, Uranus conjunct in the North Nodes the North Node, that can happen in all different signs. It happens about every 18 years. So
Okay, but
it's like a 15 to
one,
18 year transit.
yeah, this particular one happened 2,300 years ago.
Yeah, when it was in Taurus, and it also involved Mars. That's the thing. So Mars can have the energy of something explosive, or something going big, or not really big, that's more like Jupiter, but something powerful, energy movement.
Yeah.
Mars moves energy. And in Taurus, I don't know, maybe it'll have something to do with McTurtle. I don't know. Even though he's a Pisces, but I don't know why I said that.
Confusing me.
Yeah, sorry. But with Uranus, Uranus rules the internet, it rules electricity, it rules with Taurus, it could have something to do with an earthquake. There could be some earthquakes or that break free.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had that big volcano go off in Japan.
I saw that. That is exactly that type of energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in
let's
Taurus.
hope it's not let's hope it's not some big fires that just pop up like we have in Yellowstone.
Oh, it's awful. And there's another.
Yosemite.
Yeah, Yosemite. Yeah. Yosemite, right?
Yosemite.
Yeah.
Who would pronounce something like that?
Me and my kids, as we're driving through it. Yosemite.
And Trump did too.
He probably did, of course.
All right, so let's see what and the date is
July 31st to August 1st is when it's exact. By August 15th, by August 15th, Mars is out of the picture and is already in Gemini.
Okay, so let's look at that. Let's look at that time frame there.
Yeah, it's like between now, because it's already close enough now. I think it's at about 13 degrees now. And yeah. Yeah. The North Node's been with Uranus for quite some time. It's just now that Mars has moved into the mix, should get things going.
Okay.
It could help us, any of us who've been kind of stuck, it could help us get out of ruts. But when it comes to politics, yeah. And we know that Manchin and what did you say, Murkowski, right? They caught COVID.
Everybody's catching COVID.
Yeah, I know. Thank goodness most people are vaccinated. I just feel so bad about the ones that can't be. Okay, so politically, what can we expect to see? I guess over the next few weeks, right?
Yeah.
Go whenever you're ready.
Well, I pulled 7. I'm using the Wild Unknown deck.
Oh, cool. I like that deck.
Yeah, it's real pretty. And I get a lot of different images with this that are not necessarily Rider-Waite tarot messages. So with the 7 of Wands that I have here, that's at the center of the reading, and it's being challenged by the 10 of Cups. It feels like something's gonna come to light about communications that a lot of people are going to have to defend themselves with. I got this 7 of Swords at the base, which is sneaking into camp and leaving somebody defenseless. But this one, it's a little sneaky. The fox has one eye open as he's resting with all those swords over him. I'm getting a pull towards the Secret Service on this, that we may get some information out of that. In the past, I have the 2 of Pentacles with this butterfly. It feels like it's a rebirth, but it's still a balancing of 2 things. I got the 4 of Wands, which again, I'm being pulled towards this center right here, where all the information is right there. So it could be a celebration, but it's not a big one. And then I got the 3 of Cups, which is a celebration. But again, this one, it's kind of hazy. So I'm not seeing it's like a full-on celebration, if whatever it is, but something is going to come to light about communications. And it's not going to be enough, but it is going to be about how somebody was stealing something. I've always thought that somebody's going to come forward in the Secret Service. We can read on that a little later.
Yeah, we can read on it next if you want.
Yeah, to kind of spill the beans. And the Secret Service is so secret. You don't go against your brothers and sisters in that organization. But I'm getting a sense that somebody is going to, and maybe it's 3 people. Anyway, so I got something coming out about communication politically. It's going to be a little bit of a light, a little bit of a boom, like maybe a little teeny firecracker instead of a big M80.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you get?
I have the same. I started out with the 2 of Cups.
2 of Pentacles.
2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. So so somebody's juggling. Somebody's going to be juggling all types of money situation. I mean, maybe this will be an upset. I'm feeling like this could even be like something from overseas, like an overseas upset to be with. I mean, you've got the Russian red hat, you got the red. Yeah. I mean, it's the jester, like trying to be funny and entertain at the same time. It's the only way they used to get like little political digs in back in those days.
Yeah. They've upped their game.
Yeah, they've upped their game, right? So this feels to me like there's something coming in about wealth. There's some money, there's going to be some information about money coming through about wealth. And somebody's going to be carrying a big stick about it. Like maybe Sheldon Whitehouse comes through with something.
That guy,
right? Yeah. Because I've got the same thing going on with, so the 10 of Wands, right? So it's something big and overwhelming is what I'm hearing with those 2 together. Something that's going to level. Got the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords.
Wow.
Something that's going to level somebody in a big position of power, somebody greedy. I didn't allow for reversal, so I'm just have to use my intuition with it. But it feels to me like, one of these kind of guys. Do anything for money. And I don't know if it's like the smoking gun or whatever, but it's like somebody's been hiding behind all that subterfuge and whatever. It's going to be revealed.
Okay.
I think they're going to be fighting over it. And I think it has to do with our homeland because this was on the bottom.
Well, I had that too.
We both got the 4
that up at the top though.
Yeah. But we both had
shadowing everything.
Yeah. So something we can look forward to something coming out the next few weeks.
Yeah, I hope.
Right. I mean, I know we've kind of been, well,
Is
I don't know.
Garland involved in that?
Is what?
Garland, the Attorney General?
Oh.
Is he involved in that?
That's a good question.
Because there's more and
Maybe.
more.
Let's ask about that.
Yeah, there's more and more chit chatter about why isn't he doing anything? And I've read on him so many times, and I got, get ready, it's coming. And when it comes, it's going to be fast. But it's
working your way up the food chain, right? And then all of a sudden, whoop, there's that big fish.
Right. There's so much. There was an article in one of the papers saying if he doesn't do anything, then it's just going to embolden these Republicans even further to erode our democracy. They can't get away with this like they are. Right. They're being called out, but there's no consequences. So let's look at that real quick.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of like a yes or no, like is he gonna one. Yeah, is it gonna be, I'm just using a yes, no deck. Like will Garland come out with something really big in the next few weeks?
Will Garland be involved in this?
He's gonna do his thing. He needs to do his thing.
Something in the next few weeks. Okay, come on. I'm only pulling 3. Let me see if the last card is. Oh. I'm not liking these cards.
Well, you might be seeing what he's gonna do. What'd you get?
I got him sitting in a castle with the 4 of Pentacles.
Oh, the 4 of Pentacles. Oh,
he's just sitting there hanging on to stuff. So the first card I got is the Hermit.
Still looking.
It feels like he's alone, and he sees the light. He's shining lights on things. The second card I got is the Queen of Cups. The cup lid is closed, so that information is still not coming out. Just read something on Fannie Willis, the Georgia AG can't go. The judge slapped down her, what is it, a subpoena for Burt Jones in the Georgia election cover-up. So another big Republican that was on Trump's side, she can't do something anyway. So that's kind of.
There's 14 of those fake electors. Maybe she doesn't need, right?
I don't think she does, but there's still something being covered in that cup. And then Garland, he's just sitting in the AG office. With all these projects, and I don't see him moving. It's only a 3-card spread, so maybe you can shed some light.
Well, I'm just using my yes no deck, and I have 2 yeses, but on the bottom of the deck I have a no. So
why'd you pull that last card?
Just to do 3 cards. Best 2 out of 3 and whatever it is. So it's a big maybe, but maybe he's not ready totally with that 4. I mean, because he's definitely holding on to something, but then again, that card's all about possession. He's really got something solid because it's a 4.
Yeah.
Right.
And the other thing too that I was thinking about was we know that Trump put a lot of people into the AG office that are loyalists to him. Another topic we're going to read on. And so he had to be really careful with what kind of information he was sharing, especially to those Trump loyalists. That should be nonpartisan. However, it isn't. So he had to be real careful. Maybe the Secret Service thing is also bringing to light more of that information. So here's just a little switch I want to read on. Secret
Okay.
Service. It was brought out in J6 that the Secret Service that was protecting Mike Pence was calling their family members and saying goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, number one, the Secret Service, they're badass. You don't
Right.
mess with them. They
Right.
will step in front of a bullet. They're
Right.
not pansies. They're not wimps.
Yeah.
They go do their job. And it's like, I mean, you don't want to mess with them.
Right.
They're all worried and scared that they're going to lose their lives. They're calling their family.
Yeah.
What is it? Let's see if we can find out what it was that got them so afraid. They knew they had all the intel before J6, before they went in, right?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Something happened
Yeah.
there that
Yeah.
made them really, really scared. And let's just see if we can figure out,
Yeah.
get some clarity on that.
Well, I'm thinking it had to do with when Trump said, "I don't care if they have weapons, just let them in because they're not the weapons aren't directed at me," or however he said it.
Yeah.
It's okay, I'm safe, because they're the ones that have to protect him. Like we elect them, but then they protect he or her. Someday it'll be a her, but yeah. And then once Pence decided that he would, he was going to go against Trump and go certify the electors, then that flipped everything. And then there's more than 100 and some people, or how many people were there at the Capitol? Like there were way more than 100, but there was already 100 and some that were getting into the building
Before Trump even finished his speech. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like there was this major build, and then remember his like 187 minutes of doing nothing.
Yeah. But the thing with the secrets, when Trump said, "Let these guys in with weapons. I don't care. They're not to hurt me." Was that J6?
Yeah.
On that day.
So normally before anybody could get into the Capitol, they go through the metal detectors, and so there were tons of people coming in with major ammo, and and that's the thing. Secret Service, they're not carrying AR-15s.
So this right. So there we go with another one too. Thank you. We can just keep going down the rabbit hole, but
yeah.
So the Secret Service intel was probably that, and I'm just guessing because I'm not secret. I'm public. I yak too much. They would never allow me in there. I'd spill beans. If the Secret Service intel was everybody's going through a metal detector.
Yes.
And then they find out Trump let him in without going through a metal detector.
Well, they didn't let him in. That's the thing. Bunch of them had to stay back. I mean, we're talking grenades, and there were trucks full of people. Oh my God, there were people driving trucks in to there's a bunch that never even made it to the Capitol. It could have been so much worse. So much worse, right? Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if we can get a read on what the Secret Service, Mike Pence's Secret Service, why some of them were so scared. Okay, and calling their family and trying to say goodbye. Yeah. What was the reason they were so scared? And intuitively, go ahead. Well, we're focusing only on the Secret Service, not any of the other people on the Capitol inside the building. So
Correct.
we need to
Just-
set that. Okay.
Just the Secret Service,
Okay.
because other people, I mean, we know why Josh Hawley was scared.
And then how fast can you go?
Pretty fast. Pretty fast. Wow, I was surprised.
There's some funny things on Facebook about that, but anyway.
Oh, I know.
I have the best friends on Facebook. I swear.
But the Secret Hawley could never be Secret Service. He's
Oh, that
No.
little twerp. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did. I heard it.
I'm so spiritual.
Yeah. So anyway, Secret
We're
Service.
talking treason. That's when my 4-letter words come flying,
Yeah.
right? Okay, the Secret Service only. So what were they so afraid of? I just heard the angry mob. Oh, you know what, Danny, we got to focus into like, what were they hearing? What was their intel?
Yes. Well, yeah.
That's the way to go, right? Okay.
Well,
That's
yeah,
where you're
I mean-
going with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. What did they find out that goes, oh shit, we're
Yeah.
gonna die?
Okay. Sometimes I'm slow. I didn't have me a slow moment there. Wow. Oh, okay.
Okay. So when I was shuffling this, my intuition was saying that there was somebody in the detail. Didn't they want him to get into the
Yeah.
car and get away?
Yeah.
That guy was a bad guy.
Right. He
That
was
guy
not. Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't on the team.
Yeah.
And I think that came to light.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. The
Yeah.
guys he was with, he said to the guys he was with, I trust you guys, but you're not the one driving that car. He was trusting his Secret Service detail behind him inside.
Right,
But he
right.
looked in the car and he saw the person that was driving and he said, I'm not getting in that car.
Right. And I think that they've Pence's Secret Service detail understood clearer or got more information about this guy. And it wasn't just one guy, it was
Yes.
way bigger than they thought. That's what I got.
Yeah. Good catch there. Yeah, absolutely.
So are you still pulling?
No, I'm kind of stopped. I'm using this weird deck that's yeah, it's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm using this weird deck that I can't understand. I have no idea. And I'm using a weird deck too.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a Canadian deck, so it's non-biased.
Yes.
It's a non-biased deck. However, it has lots of colors, and I do not read colors very well. I'm getting better because of this deck, but this purple is what you see, what you get, what you envision. So this is new information coming into here, right?
I've got the same thing going on here. I'm pulling the same cards. Like they had an intuitive hit, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did. And when you're in the boys club, and you can have women in the boys club too, in the Secret Service type club,
in the circle of trust,
you are really tight with that circle. You don't break ranks. You
Right.
cannot break ranks. So it's all for one, blah, 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 blah. They saw something that they were going, we may need to break ranks on. And it was a young guy. So I think you got to be a young.
I got the same thing here. Yeah.
Young guy.
A young guy and an air sign is what this card's about.
Right.
An air sign. Yeah.
I mean, you don't get old guys like me being in the Secret Service. I don't care what movie you watch.
Yeah.
We're too old. We'll throw
Right.
out and defend. And plus,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm not standing in front of a bullet for you. I wouldn't do it.
That's the older and wiser, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I still want to eat some more food. So there's some restaurants I want to try, and it's just, I'm kidding. Anyway, the truth was upside down.
Oh.
So in this, what to believe. So they're going, what do we believe with this truth? The card's upside down, so that truth kind of became clearer, I think, to them. Here I have, again, the 3 cards, which is balance.
Oh, yeah.
So now we now know, okay, I can see this on top of this, on top of this. Everything's lining up. It makes sense. What are they seeing? Darkness. Why are they seeing the darkness? The king. And that was Trump saying, we need to
move. We're going to walk to, you wanted to be taken to the Capitol, all of that.
Right. And we're causing blackness to come and a lot of death and dark, evil stuff.
Yeah.
And no matter what side of the fence you're on with the Secret Service in the boys club, I still believe, even though it seems less and less like that's true, but I still believe they support the US in democracy. I still believe it in their hearts.
Safety. And can you imagine needing to protect someone who the president is saying, I mean, it was hang Mike Pence, remember? Yeah. And the gallows, right? And they were coming after Nancy Pelosi, and they wanted to drag her out by her hair, by her ankles. Remember all of that. At the same time, you've got the president saying, he called him a pussy is what he did. He called him like, he let us down, didn't have the courage, is what he said. But then, behind the scenes, he said,
maybe they heard when you said the gallows, because there's so much information that gets flooded in. Maybe that was something that they heard. They're going,
they saw it.
They're trying to kill Mike Pence. They even have gallows out in front of the Capitol.
It was out. They built it. It.
But the Secret Service, Mike Pence's detail, didn't see that. Now maybe that's what they heard over the radio.
Oh,
they've got gallows built for Mike Pence. This is getting too dark.
Too dark. That's for
too ugly.
How amazing that with that deck, with all those cards in that oracle, that you drew all those color cards, and then with the crown.
I know.
Color, and then the black and the crown.
And what to believe.
You nailed it. And what to
believe.
Right. Right.
So it's like, obviously I think highly of this Canadian deck and the creator of this Canadian deck.
I'm going to have to break down and get it one of these days.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It is, except for all the colors.
Just I do fine with the colors. That's just a guy thing. It's so normal for guys it's really a guy thing. Yeah.
I know. I think it is.
It is. Yeah. Well, so did you get more? Are you done?
Do you want me to get more?
No, I think you did. I think you did it. I've got that they were worried about having to surrender.
Ooh.
I mean, we've got trust, truce, surrender, giving in, coming to terms, suspending, de-escalating, winding down, yeah, ceasefire.
Oh, and that's not something they like doing.
No. So that's the first thing. And then this train of people coming through, like really fast, hard, like, and then there they are with the shield. Like they have to, like, how do we do this? How do we do this? Right? Or the other way around.
Defend. How do we defend against the train?
How do we defend against the train? Right? And they're committed.
Yeah.
And then this is also their family, you know, and then they're like, here's Trump coming in with the gavel, you know, basically saying the way it is, and they don't know what to trust, you know. This card says conviction, decisions made, paying attention, legal matters. Oh, they were thinking about legally what they need to do too. And being judged later. Yeah, serious situation.
Yeah.
And then I got the other cards like you, like with the crystal ball. They had to start trusting their intuition, and there was some guy, some younger person is what I get, because this is a person of air, somebody with very good, well, you know, we're basically in the King and Queen of Swords. Right? Yeah. Page, King, Queen of Swords, all that. Yeah. Maybe even Knight of Swords. But yeah,
you said something that gave me chills, and now I can't remember what it was.
With one of the cards.
Yeah, after the train,
after the train, the shield. I had the shield. This one.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
The contract.
It was good. I mean, it's very similar readings.
Yeah.
You know, they're so committed to their job that it's really hard for them to,
I just can't
trust their intuition and go against one of their own. That's so hard.
Well, I would think they would have these really strict protocols, like you do this, this, and this if this happens. But here they are in an unprecedented situation where anything could happen. And they know that these people have brought in all these weapons, and they even had, you know, the stuff was left behind the gates, and they didn't let all these people in. But then they're wondering, but what did get in? Maybe what got in, right? And then meanwhile, the cops are down. Meanwhile, I mean, what, 6 people died, and then another one died later. I mean, they're still traumatized. Of course.
Yeah, lives are just wrecked forever because.
Right.
No. Anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else on that?
No, I was done. I mean, like, you know, I can always get more and you pulled more cards, but it's okay. We're good.
Yeah. I mean,
the same thing too.
Yeah. We could just keep going down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
It just gets deeper and deeper. We could be our own January 6th committee of 2.
Yeah. Right. God, can you imagine going through all those interviews and interviewing all those people? And Cipollone.
You like him, don't you?
No, not
you
at
do.
all. No.
I see it. You like him.
No, I don't. Why have your attorney there and then not answer all those questions? Like why hold back?
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
What I'm not okay with. What date is it today?
Was he asking that?
No, I'm asking that. Why did it take him so long?
All of them. Bill Barr, all of them, right?
Yeah, and then you're a good guy, Pat.
Yeah, sure. No, it's basically they had nothing else to. I mean, they could stay.
Well, we needed a subpoena. No, you didn't.
They either go down the route of Steve Bannon and Rudy's in his own thing, and Roger Stone. I mean, they got their pardons, but these guys didn't, and they knew what was happening the whole damn time. You know who I really like is Cassidy Hutchinson. Now, that's an upstanding. But then again, she could have come forward sooner too, right?
Yes. Now, and a lot of them, you've got to cut some of these young women some slack. They're in their 20s.
Right, she's
They don't know what the hell's going on. Why are you putting somebody in their 20s in that position? Now, I'm not saying young people can't get in there and do the job, but it feels like there's just so many young people in that administration. Well, because all the
anyone
this
that looked
18
good.
out.
Yeah, and Trump would hire anybody that looked, had to do with how they looked. He didn't care, was how they looked.
Yeah.
He objectifies women because that's who he is, and it's just
It's our media. You got to look good in front of the camera. You got to look good.
Right, and you have to fit into a pencil skirt, and you have to have hair down to here. That's whatever.
I'm trying to get a job on Fox. What do you think? My hair is almost down to there. It's the pencil skirt I'm having a hard time with.
Oh, you could rock that.
I don't know. I don't know.
No,
we're working on the contract. They're going to pay me 7 figures, but I got to get into that damn pencil skirt. I think I'm refusing to do that. I think it's sexist. I'm not going to do it. Money's not everything. I have my pride.
Right, we have our scruples, don't we?
All right. Enough of this. Enough of this silliness.
Oh goodness.
But so here's something. Well, I don't think that Trump is going to get into office again. But Heather Cox Richardson, her newscast said, if Trump gets in again, he's going to change and replace a lot of the non-political jobs and make them political. So all the civil servants, right? The civil service jobs that are in the government, which there's like 2 million of them. There's a lot. He's going to replace them, him along with that other worm from my state.
Other worm.
But who's his not chief of staff, the McCarthy.
Oh God.
They're going to replace all these people with political loyalists to Trump. So excluding Trump, because I don't think he's going to get there. If the Republicans win, is that their game plan to change the non-political government jobs into political allies?
Okay.
Are they going to fire these non-political people and put in Republicans?
Do they have plans to do that? Well, they've already stacked the courts, right? They already got in 200 lower level. Yeah. Or I shouldn't say lower level. But,
and Biden's doing a good job with his court too. So
right. Be nice to have 13 on there's 13 circuits. Why can't we have 13 justices?
It would be nice not to have this political divide. I mean, it wouldn't have been bad if Obama got his pick in there. People would still be bitching about Garland though, because that was his pick.
Right. I mean, from a different angle. How funny.
Right. Yeah. But it would be, we wouldn't have Amy Coney Barrett in there. We wouldn't have beer guzzling. Would we have beer guzzling boy in there?
Would we have beer boy?
No. Who was the guy that the first one that
they got in? It was Brett. It was Brett Kavanaugh, wasn't it?
No, I think it was the Gorsuch.
Gorsuch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
We would only have beer boy in there.
You're right. It was Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and then Amy Coney Barrett. Yeah.
Anyway, so let's look at that. If the Republicans win, and all I'm saying, is we need to vote. We need to vote. Make
Oh,
sure everybody we know
right.
doesn't take voting lightly.
Yeah.
This is
And
important.
unless there is somebody that is so strong that runs for independent, all the independents better vote for the Democrat. Otherwise, that can mess a lot up.
Yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of people think, oh, you just vote for the best person. It's like, you think to get rid of the ones who are trying to
Well,
create
yeah.
Russia over here, basically.
Yeah. And
all
that's
of this is Putin's playbook. Everything Trump has done has been Putin's playbook.
yeah, right. I agree.
Sure, he had his list.
And I think you still have to vote who you want to vote for. However, now we need to look at if somebody else has a better chance of winning and they're going totally against what your guy is, you may want to go a middle of the road. You may want to go from your favorite to your second favorite.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like what Biden's dealing with his Build Back Better, with his guns, with he's not going to get that until we get more senators.
Yeah, we need 2 more
line,
Democratic
right?
senators. Yeah.
So take what we can get now and then fight a bigger fight later if we can.
Yeah. Right.
We gotta vote.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So let's see if that is the Republicans in the Republicans playbook. No matter who wins, if the Republicans take over the presidency in 2024, will they eliminate a lot of the non-political jobs and replace them with political appointees? It's kind of a big question way out in the future, so I'm not going to do a big spread on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've got plenty of time, don't we?
Yeah. To change things up.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's so far out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It really is, it's, I mean, I'm getting clearly, well, I can see what they're going to do, but then my mind went further into 2024 with the Democrats, and I can see that it's like that. Just like you were saying, we got to vote, and it's really, free will. It's really getting people, I mean, do they want to have no bodily autonomy? Do they want,
Yeah.
What do you guys really want? And what about climate change? What about that? Right?
Yeah, look at me. I'm in a vest that's got a little fur in it.
And a t-shirt. You're rocking the like Steve Bannon over there, dude.
Shut up. Damn.
You got 3 shirts on. Do you have 4 little pins hidden underneath your? He had 4. You see, I had 4. What the hell is that about? I was looking at that going, what is he going around with a personal microphone? What the hell is that? Oh my God, he's got pens. He has 4 ink pens in between his buttons. And he had on, I think he had 4 shirts.
No, you cannot skate away from this.
I'm sorry.
Are you rocking a Steve Bannon look? That's what you said. Dang, I've had some.
you can get even later.
I look at his.
All your
greeting.
viewers will get even. They'll get even. Don't worry. They will bag on me.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I will
let
be.
Denise have it.
I will be
Come on, guys.
out.
I'm not going to delete any of them. I'm just going to forward them all to you.
Just leave them there. And see, and a bunch of, and everybody will like that one little comment or 5 comments. How dare you?
When my hair was shorter, because I do layer because it's so friggin' cold here, and then it gets really hot.
You have to. I know what you mean about down by the ocean. Yeah.
But when
Oh my goodness, Danny, I start out at 45 or 50 here in the morning, and I know it's going to get up to 100 today.
yeah,
Right? My roof goes like, you hear the creaking around.
yeah, my we get, we start out at 48 and we'll get up to 60. It's crazy.
Oh, that's it, only 60. unless you get a Santa Ana, but you don't even up there where you are. You don't get the Santa Anas, do you?
No, we get other winds. I forgot the name of them, but yeah, not the Santa Ana.
Yeah.
So what was the question before you rudely?
I'm so sorry. I just creamed you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Question. What was it?
If the GOP has plans to
Got it.
Okay.
Whatever you say, I'm gonna say that's wrong.
Okay.
So first.
I wish we had my little brother here because you guys could both gang up on me just like I went out.
I am your little brother.
By an hour and a half.
Go on, sis. Go on. Let's see what you get.
What did I get? Okay, so
Can I just start off by just shaking my head? You're wrong.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah. Just go, no. You don't know.
You don't know nothing.
They definitely, they've been working on it. It's what I'm getting there. They've been working on it. I mean, check it out. It's Capricorn, right? Yeah, it's Capricorn.
Yeah.
Been working on it. It says power, strength, forceful, determined, push forward, domination. There's our 2 of Wands there, right? And then I've got the slingshot card. Right there, it's like,
yeah.
it says ready, aim, fire. And then I've got this person of earth and person of fire. So again, this would be somebody, well, with earth, they're trying to manifest it, like how that goes with all the pentacles. But then with the fire, I mean, these two don't mix well together. They don't mix, they don't, these two elements don't mix well together. But they're trying to, with the fire, I think they're just trying to be into their leadership in order to manifest what it is that they want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got this other card, and look how blue it is. And look what it says there about it's sapphire. It says mental force, spiritual insight, hope and faith, power and strength, kindness, life of the party. So that made me start to think about the Democrats.
Yeah.
So that's when I kept going to see like what's going to come through, and I get this coin toss card. So it's like you were saying, we got to vote. We really got to vote. And then this fortress card about where like we have to be ready for anything. And I don't know if the Democrats, I mean, I feel like they work so hard to protect us, and they create these laws, they legislate. I mean, the GOP, they're just doing nothing. They're just collecting their check. And their job is to do this, basically. Yeah. And meanwhile, we're trying to hold everything together. So, but this is like something you can't get past. So I'm thinking that we're going to hold. We're going to hold. I've got the microphone. We're going to hold because we're out there talking. Look at all the women that are worried about losing their birth control. You know what I mean? And then we have same-sex marriage and all of that. Can you imagine not being able to visit a person in the hospital that you were previously married to?
Yeah.
Now marriage is null and valid. And what about your insurance policy you had for them? Or what about this? Or, just everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. It's
lifestyle. Yeah. We're not going back to the dark ages, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got as let me channel my inner Steve Bannon.
Okay.
No, I don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to go there. You'll start vomiting.
Look, because that's the card I got when I did. I'm going to oh no, that's wrong. The truth is upside down. What?
Yeah.
I just channeled my inner Steve Bannon, seeing orange. Do you think Steve Bannon eats a lot of Cheetos? Anyway.
I think he eats whatever he wants. I think he eats and drinks whatever he wants. And I think
drinks a lot too. Yeah. Anyway, nothing wrong with that. Yes, I agree that there is, that they're going to do this and they're working on it slowly.
Yeah.
But it's being called out. The celebration is over. There's little colored dots here.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah. Is it like dust?
I can hardly see it. I go, I got a blank card.
That they gave you an extra one.
An extra blank card. The time is upside down. So they feel that they need to do this for the orange.
Yeah.
But I got the sun card. I think it's going to be called out and it's not going to happen. So, but that is their plan. That is their plan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Good question on that one, Danny. That would have.
You're just trying to kiss up because of that Bannon. Oh, that was a really good question.
Good thing we don't live too close together. You'd be over here beating me up already, wouldn't you?
No, never. But I would TP your house.
Yeah, that's what I think. Something like that. We just wait till Halloween.
Do I even need to wait till Halloween? There'd be a burning bag on your front door, and I'd ring your doorbell and ding dong. That's fun. Because that's what brothers and sisters do.
Oh yeah, you got to get even, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, listen. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Your choice, because you're the guest.
Oh, okay. Well, but not after that Bannon joke. I totally, you just rescind everything that you gave.
You're right.
I'll let you pick. You're the boss this time.
No. Because I'm gonna judge you right now on your question.
Okay. Oh, well, go ahead. Give me the list.
No, you gotta create one yourself.
Oh, you want me to create a question? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be some of the things we talked about was Holly, Ginny Thomas. Did we have something else that we wanted to read on? But you have some, I'm sure.
No, I didn't.
No. All right.
Slacker. I'm just a slacker over here.
Let's do this one. Let's do this one.
Okay.
Because we did talk about it. I didn't write it down. Gavin Newsom.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. I remember you were talking about that.
Another guy with.
Yeah.
What's going on with his hairstyle?
What is with that slicked back? It's the Guido. And I absolutely love Italian people. I have such an affinity to. But yeah.
Pat Riley did that. Donnie Jr. does that.
It's just like, gross. It's just, and you got to slick it back. You gotta do all. It's like, just if you've got that much hair, either grow it out and pull it back like you do, or just do the buzz, because it would be so nice to see all that, but whatever.
You think I'd look good buzzed?
Oh, sure, you'd do. You'd be fine however you had your hair. But you'd be cold. You'd be cold.
I know.
Because I know it does really, that's the only reason I've grown mine out, because I get really cold in the winter.
Yeah. So here's the question. Governor Newsom just passed, I think, signed into law, a gun law that mirrors the Texas abortion law. So it's a mirror law, which says that if somebody is affected by gun violence, they can sue and I haven't read the law, but if it's mirroring Texas, they
Yeah.
can sue the gun manufacturer.
Mhm.
They can sue somebody who helped obtain the gun, so maybe the stores, and it is designed to, I think he wrote it so it goes to the Supreme Court. So they have to make a decision on it. So the question is the Supreme Court going to tear down both of these laws, or is they just going to tear down the gun law and say that's unconstitutional gun law, but the abortion law is still constitutional?
Oh, man. Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So the Supreme Court let the abortion cases go back to the state.
Right.
So and so that's what.
So will they do that with the gun law?
Will they do that with the gun law, or will they just say, you know what, that's unconstitutional, you can't do that?
Yeah. But then you have that other caveat in there about the gun manufacturer, right?
Well, you have the person performing the abortion, and
Oh
I
my gosh,
prefer
yeah.
it as the doctor who's offering health care,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
it's kind of the same thing,
Yeah, right.
but they may spin it a different way. Let's just see what we get.
Okay.
Let's just see what we get. Is the Supreme Court
So Scrotus.
gonna side with the gun lobby?
There you go. There's the question.
With this California law? Well, I guess we need to do a yes, no. Let's assume that this is gonna get to the Supreme Court, because I think it will.
Oh, okay. Should I ask that first? Okay.
Yeah, let's just assume it will.
Oh, assume that it will.
Yeah, and if
Kind of
it
has to, doesn't it? Now that I
Right.
think it through, because, I mean, that's
anybody that gets harmed by a gun, maybe it's killed, I don't know, but then somebody can sue the gun manufacturer.
yeah.
Man, it's got to be good to be a lawyer these days. They have so many cases.
Right? Oh my goodness. And there was a
Business is
shortage.
good.
Right, yeah. Oh, business.
Business is good.
It's not funny, but it is.
Yeah, I know.
The business is funny.
You gotta laugh at some of this stuff. It's because we're just going crazy. if we don't.
Otherwise, going nuts, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to side with the NRA. Let's go to side.
Who, by the way, was declared by a bipartisan committee. What was it, like September something, 2019? That was, they declared that it was a foreign asset, that the NRA was a foreign asset.
I think this card says it all to me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They're gonna come up. This is the final outcome. The Nine of Wands, defending oneself. Or being restricted. Wait, hang on. Let me pull a clarifier on this. Hang on. Because I was thinking that was a 7, it's a 9. I got to keep going with this. Let me
Yeah, you don't have enough cards there. I feel
I
it.
don't. I
I can feel it there.
I'm glad I pulled.
What'd you get?
Okay. Well, so I did a full spread. I'm not going to show all the cards. But what I got was if SCOTUS is going to look at this and side with the NRA, they want to go back to a simpler time. However, somebody is, sneaking in and being a thief in the camp. We already know that they were packed, and the NRA is a foreign agent. And that is kind of what this card is suggesting. The past was so much sadness that goes on.
Right.
The Supreme Court is going to have to think very hard about it with the Three of Wands. They're thinking about it. They're going back and forth. It's not such an easy answer for them. It should be. It's not. Why? Because this is overseas as well, this card. They're overseas money.
Yeah.
But their hands, they're kind of tied up with this. They're kind of imprisoned with that, with the Texas abortion law. I mean, I'm feeling like, so internally, as I pulled more cards, because I didn't have enough, somebody is leaving.
Oh, yay.
Somebody is leaving.
Ooh.
External influences, something's going to happen kind of fast.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
With the Eight of Wands.
Yeah.
How many justices are there?
There's 9, and
But if somebody leaves, then there's
I think then there's 8.
8.
Right, exactly. I feel
I
like
don't know.
Clarence.
I'm saying.
Because Clarence, I think he's a Cancer, and that's a Cancer card, that Chariot.
Oh, okay.
Wait, do I have, where's this? It's over here somewhere.
Hopes and fears are family money, a lot of money that's going to take over the courts, but they're going to get some new information, and the sun is going to shine. The sun, that guy has the sword of truth. In the bottom of the deck, the swords upright with justice. You have the Ace of Swords, sword of truth. And so, but you do have the Hermit and the Seven of Cups. They're going to throw some people are not, it's not going to be 100%, obviously, but I think that that they cannot not look at this and throw it back and say this law is illegal. I think this whole thing is going to shift. I think they're going to have to come out and say, let's make this a federal, let's bring back Roe v. Wade in some way. Let's bring back some gun laws and say, yes, we can have federal gun laws. This doesn't have to go back to the states.
Yeah, right.
And weaken our gun laws. I'm hoping that's what I'm reading out of this.
Well, and Biden's done that with the federal, and it's going to take time, but we could have, like they do in Ireland with like the women on waves, where they have a ship out where they can go out to the ship to have their health care.
Of
whatever type. And then there's another, they're also working on to get out over the water in Texas and all those areas down there in the South, where they can get to the water and have, or just even over the border, where to get over the border to another state that's legal.
They
have this like armored they take about 8 months to build each one of them, but an armored place where people can go, like a little armored
but that's just wrong.
Hospital.
It's stupid. It's
it shouldn't have to be.
It shouldn't have to be.
No, should never have to be. No.
So what'd you get?
I have the same. I kind of have the same thing. I mean, I've got this major card going on here, like they're going to be doing that. But then they're upside down, and then what are they going to do? Right? This was just at the bottom of the deck, but the process is like they're going to be sitting there at first going, what? You want me to what? Kind of thing, or you want us to what? How are we going to do this? Right? Basically, like it says in the card, turn down for what?
Yeah.
And then the Ten of Swords or Ten of Wands, there's just too, it's too overwhelming. How are they going to handle it? Like, how can they do that? And then this is so funny. I just noticed that it says building a boat on here. Bust out another 1,000. Bust out another, no, geez. And then they're going to have to start counting their investments. Like, what are they going to invest in? What are they going to do with this? I mean, it's just, it's too crazy. But then we've got the, like, who's going to win, right? With the strength, like who really has the strength? I think it's going to be the people voting, because we've got this at the end. Some big change. Yeah. Somebody wake up that sleepy hoe so I can go to town and get my new skin suit.
What?
That's what it says.
Oh my God. What deck is that?
It's called the Mood Tarot. Yes, okay, so fun. The Emperor has, it's on the front, it says, respect my authority.
Does he have clothes on?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And glasses, aviator glasses like Biden wears.
Oh,
They basically took a Rider Waite and added some funny art and little,
that's good. That's funny. All right.
I don't know what else to do during these times. I mean, who would ever think that Roe v. Wade would be, rescinded or recalled, whatever.
Oh,
and
I know.
We happen to go over this again. Difference is there's all us old ladies still on the planet, and all these old guys that care about us old ladies, and making our own healthcare decisions for everyone. And now we have all our granddaughters too. I have 3 granddaughters voting age by 2024.
You'll have what?
I have 3 granddaughters that'll be voting age by, well, 2 of them already are, but my third one, she'll be 18 by 2024.
Are they Republicans?
Nope. No how, no way, no none of that.
I saw on my news feed, there's a TikTok version of, and I don't know, I don't do TikTok, but there is an ad, and I think, anyway, they were going, you don't know, you don't mess with Texas, and you don't mess with Texas women. And it's all about Texas mothers opening up a can of whoop ass. Well, you don't do that with us. You don't do that with our kids. And so they're fighting mad. And I'm like, yeah. Number one, don't mess with Texas, and don't mess with Texas women.
Oh, it's like, nice try, right?
Kick your ass.
Hard, really hard.
They don't wear them pointy boots for nothing.
Yeah. Oh my God, right.
It hurts just thinking about it. All right, Denise, thank you so much. This is
thank you. Please forgive me about the Steve Bannon inference, because I don't mean it at all. You just cracked me up when I wasn't even noticing, and then you started going like this. I'm like, oh, there's a t-shirt there too.
Yeah. No, it's gonna come back again and again.
Okay, I deserve it. I totally get it.
Oh yeah. And more. And you'll find
and
out.
More.
All right, thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate you all for joining in. Check out Denise's channel if you haven't already, and if you haven't, why not? Please do.
It's free to subscribe to.
I paid money to subscribe. You said I had to pay.
Yeah, thank you for that monthly donation. No, I'm just kidding. That $5, you forgot to uncheck that box, right? Like Trump.
It was $500. It was a one-time thing, and then I keep looking, and I can't figure out how to uncheck my box now. $500 a month.
Yeah, I'm saving up for a Lamborghini.
I got a couple for sale.
Couple of Lambos, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell you a burnt one. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Everybody, have a great day. Peace and love.
Bye.